Hello everyone, welcome to It's Crochet O'Clock. My name is Stephanie and this is live chat night. It's Monday. We do this almost every single Monday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A couple things before we begin. If this is your first time here, welcome. To participate in the live chat, you must be logged into your YouTube account. If you are not logged in, then YouTube will not allow you to participate in live chat. While you're at it, make sure that you select live chat instead of top chat, because if you are on top chat, you are going to miss some comments, and I may respond to something that will leave you lost in the sauce, and that will be no good. Let's see who's in chat. I was just in chat just a moment ago, and I said that I did something, and immediately everybody thought that I cut off my hair. Why would I cut off my hair? I mean, my hair is going through some issues here lately. It is not living its best life, but no, I did not cut it off. Hello, everybody. There's Sandy and Sally and Montoya and Anthony and Leslie and Crochet Nana and Deb and Freaky Geek and Velvet. Hello, Velvet. Where have you been? It's a long time no see. Not sure who all we have for mods this evening. We have Ida, and I know that we have Dee. I'm sure Kim will be along shortly. Lauren may pop in at some point. Pippin will not be here tonight because Pippin is celebrating her 12th anniversary this evening, so hopefully she is out celebrating somewhere with her husband. She should not log in here at all. Do you guys see? Do you guys see? Does anybody know what this is? Lauren got it pretty quickly last night. For those of you, I know that some of you guys have been emotionally invested in a project that I have not touched for quite some time, but that project is no more because it's frogged right here. This is Yaya's garden, all frogged up. And after our Monday live last week, we were talking about it, and I was showing how I hadn't picked it up in like 6 months, something like that. And I came in yesterday to pick it up and look at it to see if I can determine what I had done wrong with it. And I counted everything, and let me tell you, I don't understand how we counted it so many times. You guys watched me count that sucker, I don't know how many times. We were off by 7 stitches. It's not that I lost the love for the project, it was that it was not adding up, and I didn't understand why, and we had counted it so many times. And I know that I'm not the only one who, when you're working on something constantly over and over and over again, and you know that there's a mistake there, but you can't find it, you can't see it because you've been working on it way too much, sometimes you need to take a step back. Granted, I probably did not need to take like a 7 month step back, but I counted it last night. We were off by 7 stitches. So I was frogging back and frogging back and frogging back, trying to figure out where I had gone wrong. And I never could figure it out. And then it got to the point where I had frogged so much and everything was off still that I just said, you know what, let's just stop it. Let's just not do that. So basically it was doomed from the get-go, but that's okay because I did it. I did it again, guys. Look, it's a little baby Yaya's garden. We're working on it. It'll be okay. Yet, no, I do not. This is the reason why I never weave in my ends when I am working on a project, because I make mistakes or I walk away for a week. Normally, whenever I'm working on a project here with you guys on Monday evenings, I only touch it on Monday evenings. So I walk away for a week and then I come back to set up for the live stream and I look at it and I go, Yeah, I don't like that. So then I end up frogging it back. So that's why you hardly ever see me weaving in ends, because I do frog a lot. There is a there's a running joke here at It's Crochet O'Clock that it's not a real Yaya's if it hasn't been frogged at least 3 times. This poor thing has been frogged, I know, a good 10, 11, 12 times, but that's okay. That's okay. Yes, I walk away for a whole week. For a whole week. So, that's what we're doing. I need to rearrange my screen just a little bit. There we go. Nope. There we go. Okie dokie. Here we go. Now we can get into it. And now, since I went through all, oh, disclaimer, because I see that both of them are here. For anybody who is new, Anthony and Freaky are both harmless. They are regulars here. They are very sarcastic. They are jokesters. Do not take them too seriously, honest to goodness. I hope you're taking notes, because you know we're going to want the pattern. You know what? I thought about that last night because I finished frogging it like 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. Finished frogging it, and then I sat down and I went, no, I have to work on this. I have to do something. And I sat down, and I think I finished right about here last night. And I told myself in the morning, when you get up, after you get your coffee, you were going to go get your notepad and you were going to write this down. Well, I went and I got my coffee, and instead of heading this direction towards the studio, I went that way towards the living room, where my project bag was sitting on the couch waiting for me. And then I just started working on it again. So I have not written down anything, but I promise you, I have a couple things to do after I get finished with the live today, and then I am going to take my notepad. I am going to stop. I'm not going to do anything until I write down what I've done. That's what I'm going to do. That's my goal, anyways. Let me see. I love Steph, really I do, but I have her coming in stereo and only 1 page up. How do I get her in monotone? I don't know that that's quite possible. You know, I mean, I'm Italian and I'm loud and I try to not be so boisterous, but it just happens. I guess I don't understand your question. Maybe one of the moderators or somebody else will be able to answer that, because I guess I'm just not the, I'm not the person. Not the person. Let's see, what was I going to do? I think this is what I was going to do. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Sally. It's the same colors that I started with last time. What was that, like a year ago I started Yaya's garden? Has it been a year ago? Maybe not. Maybe not a year. Maybe not that long, because I did have Yaya's hugs that I was working on for quite some time. Oh. Not the mommy. Who's not the mommy? Let's see, what was I doing? I had a plan. I did have a plan, but I have done a few things since then. The disclaimer list. I need to add Sue to that disclaimer list. Whoa, I need a chain here. Yeah. Anthony and Freaky are this group's sweet angels. Oof. Rebecca Nelson woke up on the right side of the bed this morning. Look at her. Oh gosh. Here goes Anthony. You know, we're just trying to coexist. Trying. Clearly it's not working too well. Let me see if this is going to work. I don't know if I'm going to like this, but we'll try it. Well, hello, Sherry. Thank you. Having a 1980s flashback. From my hair, I know that my hair is rather big today. My hair is not on board. My hair is definitely doing its own thing. Not that it ever listens to me to begin with, but it's rebelling. Why would you want to be less of you? I don't. That's why I was saying. Sorry. It's me. Oh, and full disclaimer, I was sick all of last week and I am on the tail end of it. And I thought that I was doing better after yesterday. But that is I just started getting a runny nose again. So I am hoping that that's not where that was supposed to be. Come here. I am hoping that I am going to not get further sick. I'm trying to remember. Wait, no, Stephanie. Creative process. And come here. No. Yes, that is what I wanted to do there. Here. And, no, Stephanie. Ooh, there's a whole lot of stitches going on in here. Hello, Alicia. Anybody else that I have missed while I am looking down, I am so sorry. Hello, welcome. Come here. You. I have no idea how I'm going to remember all of this to write it down, honest to goodness. It's going around. I'm fighting off bronchitis myself, and the pollen here in Florida is no help. You know what I think actually got me is the wind here has been blowing like crazy. Yesterday it was just off the chain blowing, and today it's blowing again, and I think that my allergies might actually be messing up on me. Yep. So I think that that might be what my issue is. Come here. Well, hello, Diana. Diana's got a sick grandbaby at home. Poor baby. I can commiserate. Oh, thanks to the Yaya's hugs. I really like the look of the candy cane border, trying to finish it now, but it is a pain. It is a pain, but it is worth it. Believe me, I did not enjoy doing the candy cane border. It is much easier when you're doing it with the smaller balls, the nurturing fiber, than it is doing it with a big skeins of yarn. but it still does take time. It still does take patience. I tried several different borders, but that is the border that was stuck in my brain, and it was not letting go of me. Thank you, Azalea. I have to stop and I have to look myself. Yep. Yes. And how do I have? I think I did. Yeah. Oof. Trying to keep track of my own stuff. Hello, Cheryl. I'm doodling. Just doodling. I am doing the hugs border between projects. I am almost done with the first side. Yeah. I love to hear about people doing Yaya's hugs. I really do. Hello. You gonna let me in there? I need to get in right there, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. You're so kind. That would be a sad day for the bat. I don't even want to know what you guys are talking about. I missed something somewhere, and something tells me that I should just be okay with it. Thank you, Terry. Several people have asked me about turning the Yaya's garden into a pillow. Several people did. That was not the initial goal. Maybe when I get it finished, maybe I can do a smaller version so it can be a blanket and have matching pillows. I need to pick up the hugs again. I think it was over half done with the first one. Hey, hello, Cindy Hearts. Welcome. Oh, down here. Trying to remind myself of everything that I did. Wait, settle down. There we go. I've been asked about my Yaya's mini. I tested stitch counts by a friend. Would you have an issue if I wrote up the counts for her? Nope, not at all. Go ahead. Have at it, friend. There were several people at New York City's. Whoa, that looks kind of funky. Let's just do that one again. There were several people at Vogue Knitting Live that wanted the pattern for the minis. It was like, that's just for display. Freaky has a demanding cat that wants his attention. I know those feelings. I went to go get into the shower today and came back out, and I had left my project here on the couch. And of all the surfaces in my house for one to lounge on, my fur child decides to lounge right on top of my work. Right on top of my work. Why is that always a thing? Of all the places that you could plant your butt, why? I don't get it. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Seriously, why would they want the mini unless they wanted it for Lovey? I don't know. They wanted the pattern for the mini. I have no idea. I mean, technically it would make decent pillows. Technically. My fur child used to lounge on me, but he has learned that he can cuddle up next to my leg, but he cannot get on top of me when I am crocheting. My little 3-year-old homicidal muffin on legs tries to eat my ankles every morning when I put my shoes on. He does not want me to go to work every day. Aww, poor baby. I hate leaving mine to go to work too. The mini shawls would make a nice pillow in my opinion. The minis that I was showing you yesterday on the Zoom meeting, Ida? Is that what you were talking about? The shawls or the displays? Okay, come on. Do you still remember what you did, Dee? That was quite a while ago that you did that. Maybe they were thinking of making minis and putting them all together. I don't know. I don't know. People often do that with the displays. They think that, you know, like the ones for the shawls, they're itty bitty, and they're like, that's a kit to make that. And I'm like, no, this is the regular size over here. This is just so you can see the colors. Oh, cool, Dee. Thank you. That might be helpful. The minis might work for leftover yarn. Maybe. I didn't have it. Did you guys have much leftover yarn from the kits? I didn't have much leftover yarn, but things always, everybody crochets at a different tension. So where I might not have enough leftover yarn, somebody else might have plenty, or somebody might not have enough. I know that Emma and I, Emma from Pip and Poppycock, it never fails. I always have to order more yarn than what Emma uses because there is a drastic difference in our tension. Don't know which way it goes, but I always use more yarn than she does. Always. You're always talking to yourself. I'm not talking to myself. I'm talking to the yarn. I do not talk to myself. Crochet Nana said Anthony should be glad he doesn't hear me talk to myself in my yard. And Freaky said best way to get expert advice. Yeah. Yeah, what Freaky said. We're going to go with that. I had a full skein left over from the main color from the kit you sent me when I made the Yayas in the new colorway. Did you really? Hello, Kayla. Wow. Come on, get under there. I am currently adding beads to the roses from Emma's Rambling Rose Shawl. Very relaxing thing to do, isn't it though? I love doing beadwork and crochet. I do. I loved that part. I saved them all until the very end, and I did all of the beading together. You are supposed to be a half. Wait, did you just agree with something that Freaky said? Of course, he called me an expert. Of course. It should have been yarn, not yard, but that's because I'm using voice to text. I'm a homeschooling mom, so when I talk to myself, I'm having parent-teacher conference. Oh, what? That's comical. That's comedy. Come here. Are used to make beaded socks for little girls. They were awesome. I love beadwork and crochet. I really, really, really do. I know that I just said that. There are so many things that I want to do. I hate that I have to go to work 40 hours a week. I hate that there's only 24 hours in a day and 7 days in a week. There's just not enough time. I have so many things in my brain, and when I'm at work, because I can't crochet at work anymore, I sit there and I doodle, and I have I don't know how many patterns doodled out, and they are charted because I doodle first, and then because I'm still bored at work, I write the chart for them, but I don't ever have time to work them up because I'm tired when I get home and there's always other work to do. There needs to be more time in the day. Sometimes when you talk to yourself, it's the only intelligent conversation you'll get all day. Woo-hoo. I don't know about that. We need to make you some new friends, Line. There we go. Work takes up my valuable crochet time. I know. I know. It's ridiculous, that silly work. Hello, what are we testers for? Yes, but I have to work it out. Do you ever answer yourself? No, I never answer myself. Hold on a second, my mods. My phone apparently is not facing my face, so it's not recognizing me. What are my mods doing? I know that you guys can work from charts. I know that you can, but I still have to work up stuff too. And you still have to write the pattern out, and writing a pattern is witchcraft. I'm telling you, flat out witchcraft. It is not easy. It's the hardest part of the entire process for me. If I could just doodle and then like take a picture of it and then have it spit out the pattern, although that would create all kinds of issues in our world. It would be great. The writing pattern thing. Oof. Hey, Kim is here. She's driving, so she can't chat, but she's listening. Just so you guys know, she's an elephant, so if you say something sassy and she hears me repeat it, she will whack you with the spanner as soon as she gets to a traffic light. Oh, and there's Lauren. Hello, Miss Lauren. Thank you. Thank you very much. Lauren. Oh, Alicia said I talk to myself and I answer myself, but I'm not that smart. I'm sure you are. Let's not discredit yourself. Do you need a test to make stuff and show all of the people? Yes, I do, but I have a group of testers that are pretty awesome, and they are very, very fast, so I'm not looking for any new testers right now. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Anthony said no, she won't. Yes, she will. Yes, she will. Kim will remember an infraction that you made 6 months ago. She's an elephant. All I want is something to weave in all of my ends, and I would be a happy camper. I think all of us want that, okay? All of us want that, Crystal. I don't know anybody. Well, that's not true, because there are a lot of people that like to weave in ends. I am just not one of those people. Hi, Kayla. I'm doodling. Doodling, doodling, doodling. Oh, that's not going to sit right. Come here. I'll be a good girl. Don't need Kim to beat me up. She wouldn't beat you up. I mean, she might, depending on how bad you were. I actually like this pattern better too. This square looks better to me. Yeah. Me too, guys. I think the rectangles are really, really hard to do because there's, and I really despise writing patterns to begin with, and I know that you guys are going to want it, so I have to think about that as well. And it's basically like writing 2 patterns at the same time, because you have one pattern, one repeat or whatever going on one side, and then you have another one on another side, and it's just much easier to do a square and just say repeat 3 more times. So it'll be okay. It'll be fine. I took pictures before I frogged it, so I remember some of the elements that were in it, but unfortunately I don't remember. It took me forever to figure out how I did the leaves, the stems. Yeah. I do not, Walisha, but thank you for asking. I have a great team. Well, see, I thought that there was going to be a lot more backbiting for me frogging Yaya's garden. I am glad that you guys are happy. Hey, get over there. Hi, Stephanie the Frog Master and everyone. Hello, Sue. Welcome. If you could have a yarny superpower, which one of these would you choose? Weave in all ends, count all stitches, weave in all ends, yarn that changes color when you want. Hello, Ruth. I think that Ida would choose weave in all ends since she put it in twice. Let me see. Let me see. That's not what I want my yarny superpower to be. Dee said, I'm honestly surprised it took you so long to frog it. I was trying not to. I would pick it up and then I would get cranky and I'd put it back, and I was trying not to. I really was. What was I need to take a picture of this before I go and cover it up. For later, when I'm trying to write down the pattern. Because some of them are going to get covered up. And we don't want that. Color changing yarn sounds neat. I would want to be able to doodle and then have the pattern just spit itself out on a piece of paper for me. So I'm going to go with none of the above. None of them. Since Yaya's garden sat in the corner for so long, I was not surprised. It was beautiful, but so is this. But you know what? Sue, you weren't here. Okay, like, you remember how many times we counted that sucker together? We counted it, I don't know how many times, and it kept coming up off. And I'd frog it, and then we would recount, and I would do everything perfectly, and then it still kept coming up uncentered. It was 7 stitches off. I picked it up last night and counted the stitches, and there were 7 more stitches on one of the long sides than there were on the other. So then I started frogging it, trying to get back to a place where both sides were at the same stitch, and then I got to like this much left, and it was still off. So it was off from the beginning. It's crazy. Hi, Julie. Hello. Amber alert. I didn't get one. Wonder why I didn't get it. Let me see. I wonder. Can I get in here? Y'all must be close to each other. Everybody getting Amber alerts at the same time. Because I didn't get one. Amber alert for what? Amber alerts are when children or people go missing. They go out over the phones. So everybody can be on the lookout. I want to do a graph gam for loom knitting and then create graphs as a doodle. Huh. Oof. Graph gams. Oof. Graph gams. Where am I? Hang on. Hang on. Bear with me, guys. Come down here. Way down here. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3. Is that enough to reach up here? I think it is. 1, 2. This. And then come down here. Are you going to bend my corner? That is the important question. Are you going to bend my corner? You may. You may, you may, you may. We'll see. I live in a small East Texas town. Maybe it's just the Texas people. We had one go out, I think it was yesterday or the day before. No, it was yesterday, I think, for a small child. I think they were in Albuquerque. Four. Come here. Come here. Back loop. Back loop, Stephanie. No. Where are you? There you are. One, two, three. Hang on, guys, I'm concentrating. 4. Nope, it needs to be 5. Come here. Come here. Did I do? I may have done halves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me through. There it is. Okay. I was like, why is my little rosebud not working out? Okay. It's okay. This is okay. Okay. But it does need to be wrapped around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that's a bit finicky. There we go. My little rosebud. And come on. I'm doing halves, no singles. Let go. Mercy. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, guys, I know I'm so sorry. I'm quiet. Listening to dead air is never any fun. Bear with me. What's going on? Oh, I'm doodling. Freaky said I could be that error. Must be nearing lunchtime because I'm hungry. I'm hungry too. I haven't eaten anything all day. I've had 1 cup of coffee. That's it. And this cup of tea. 2, 3, 4, 5. Because I got Yaya's garden fever again. I'm feeling a bit quiet too. Eyeing my ivory yarn next. Crochet is definitely soothing. A friend made me a shirt that says, "I will not stab you. I don't want to get blood on my yarn." That's funny. That's very funny. Alright, where are we at? Right there. Come on. 2, 3. What's for dinner? Oh, 45 minutes in and we're talking about what's for dinner. Mercy. Oh, my nose is itching. Trying to get to the edge over here. Come on, corner. Come on, corner, come on. Almost. Oh, right here. And then that's the last stitch. We come all the way down here. 1, 2, 3. And then corner. Corner. 1, 2. All the way down there. 1, 2, 3. Really hope that this doesn't start to bunch up my corner. I wonder if that should have been a double treble. No, I think it's going to be fine. I think this is going to be fine. This would be fine. It's fine. This is all fine. Oh, Ida allowed food talk. Okay, just in case anybody was wondering, Ida allowed it. Chips and salsa. Woo! Hello, Black Ribbon Crochet Studio. Oh, this is fine. This is all fine. I made chicken tacos for dinner. Oh, that sounds yummy too. It does, it does. I could deal with some tacos, but that would require me going out, and I don't want to do that. Maybe I could order in tacos. Maybe. You know it's a good day when you get 2 share-it-sized bags of chocolate for $1, 5 skeins of a linen/rayon yarn for $5, and 5 skeins of a merino silk yarn for 50% the normal price, all in one day. Holy cow, you are on a roll. Look at you go. Did you also buy the winning lottery ticket? That's what I'm saying. I always talk about winning the lottery, but I don't ever play. Somebody's really serious about trolling. Thank you for $2 while you trolled me. That is a very good day. I agree. A very, very good day. I'm having homemade soup for dinner. Oh, yummy. Okie dokie, Kim. We'll be here when you get back. Maybe. Hopefully. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, shoot. I don't know if Anthony's still there, but Kim specifically said, I will deal with Anthony's lack of faith later. That would trouble me. Woo, his lack of faith. Mercy. That's serious business. All right, get in there. And you, come here. My cousin wanted to throw her baby sister in the trash. Oh. I understand those feelings. Wait, what did Anthony do? He questioned that Kim is an elephant, and because I told everybody that she was driving so she couldn't actually moderate, but that she was listening, and if she heard anything, she was an elephant, so she would whack him with the spanner later, and he said no, she won't. So his lack of faith. Yeah. Hello, Flabber Floozy. So his lack of faith is going to get him in trouble. Come here. Get in there. Thank you. He didn't behave. Kim has a memory like a steel trap. She does. She really does. It's starting to get a bit chilly. The sun has gone down. I'm telling you, the desert is crazy, guys. If you've never been to the desert, it is just the strangest thing ever. It was like 65 degrees today. It was gorgeously beautiful outside. And the moment the sun goes down in the desert, it's like the temperature drops immediately by 20 degrees. It's crazy. Oh, skunks. Ugh. So sorry. Anthony's gonna get it. He is. 2, 3. Hello, Hope. 4, 5. Uh-oh. Gosh, I hate it when I do that. Come on. Really? Really? Come through. Thank you. Now be good. And where are you? You got covered up. You got covered up, and I would like to get thank you. Thank you very much. Hubby used to live near Phoenix. He's told me about this. I grew up in Washington, D.C. Yeah, it's crazy. Trolls might be more welcomed if they all donated. Yeah, right? That person really wanted to get their thoughts through because they had already gotten caught by the filters and they had already gotten timed out by the moderators. You guys just couldn't see it because the the filters was catching it, so they decided that they were going to super chat so they could get their thoughts through. So hey, look, if something is that important to you and you need to get it off your chest where you're gonna super chat to do so, who am I to stop you? I mean, honestly. Oops. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Come here. Do down here. 1, 2, 3, I said. And then, wait. Nope, not yet. It's just the last one. See, I did it right. Okay. Now down here. I live in Wyoming where today's weather saw 40, about 8 this morning, and an inch of snow by noon, then it was gone by 2. Wow. I had a large coyote on my back porch the other night watching me crochet through the sliding glass door. Ugh. It's okay. Trolls are just a part of YouTube life. That's why we have moderators. It's quite okay. It happens. And skipping the first one. There we go. Lord, I hope all of these counts are going to come out good. Because if they don't, again, will not be okay. Black ribbon, I am doodling. It is not a pattern yet. I am doodling. Did you use a different hook? Sometimes that happens. I mean, we're all guilty of it. I did it for 2 weeks in a row sitting here on lives. Come here. Let me through. Boy, that wind is just howling out there. Howling. I hope my internet holds up. We got another hour. 3, 4, 5. Whew, for a second there I thought I was not crocheting in the back loop leading up to that popcorn. "10,000 years later, dogs are dressed up in oh wait. There was a funny meme that I saw of a wolf thinking, that person over there is cooking meat. Let's see if they have any scraps they will share. What could possibly go wrong? 10,000 years later, dogs are dressed up in crocheted outfits." That's true. Oh, guys. Oh, Anthony, you're back. Before I go into what I need to share, you're in trouble. Like, Kim specifically called you out by name. She had to run away, but you're in trouble, and if I were you, I would be afraid. Hello, Gabby. So I have a little message for you guys that I almost forgot about, but I have a little message for you. Hello, Trinity. and Jai Good. Hello. Let me see. You guys ready? I went through great lengths to get this, just for you guys, okay?
Hello, Stephanie. Hello, everyone. Sorry I haven't been around lately. I've been doing a lot of double things. How's everybody been? I've heard that y'all have been missing me and asking about me. So I just wanted to get a hold of Stephanie and tell everybody I'm okay. It's just been hard lately.
Did it finish or did it? Nope, it didn't. Hold on.
I hope everybody's been doing good. Bye-bye.
There you go. Your check-in from Delbert just for you guys. So there you go. Delbert's okay. He's just doing Delbert things. So nobody worry. Delbert's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, there's my Aunt Jean Ann. Hello, Aunt Jean Ann. Delbert's not here. He just left a little voice message for us because everybody's been asking about him, so he just left a little voicemail for us so I could play it for you guys. You're welcome, Trinity. Oh, and news, you guys. I got an email late last night. I finally found somebody to take our Snowball Express blankets. Technically, I did not find them. There is a lovely woman whose name is Michelle. She is the Project Linus coordinator in Orlando, Florida, and she is also the point person going between Snowball Express and Project Linus for the Snowball Express. So she was the person that I got passed off to, the second person that I finally got in touch with, and she was the one who sent me to the Lubbock chapter. Things have not worked out with that, so I went back to her and was like, hey, I got people that are making blankets. I need to be able to get these to somebody somewhere. I know that you guys have a process that you go through. I know that it's tedious. I know that these are a lot of blankets that are going to be coming in, but I need to figure something out. She got me in touch with the Dallas chapter, and the Dallas chapter of Project Linus has agreed to take our blankets. Not only have they agreed to take our blankets, I don't have to drive all the way to Dallas in September to take it to them. They are going to meet me halfway between Dallas and where I live, and they are going to pick up our blankets in September, which gives them a couple weeks to do their processing before they drive all of the blankets to Orlando, because their chapter is actually renting a moving truck to take their Snowball Express blankets to Orlando. So I am super, super excited. I have to do a video. I have to find time to do a video for it this week for 2020. I got to do a blog post for it, but just so you guys know, we finally found somebody who would take our blankets, and I am super excited about it. That email was such a relief to get, because I have been going through trials trying to find somebody who would take our blankets. But I'm glad that I finally have. It made my week. It made my entire week, Wanda. I am so excited because I was about ready. I I was kind of losing my mind over here because I'm extremely passionate about the Snowball Express and what they do, and we got to take part. So thankfully, it's all been taken care of, and we will have a deadline. Probably the middle of August is when our deadline will be, because I need to send them counts so they know what to expect. They have pledged to take a certain number from us. If we go over that number, then I'm going to have to find another alternate route. I may have to ship some directly out of my pocket to Orlando, but we will cross that bridge if we get to it. But they have made room in their moving van for a specific number of blankets from us. So I do have to keep in touch with them and keep them apprised of everything that's going on. But yay! Everybody can join the Snowball Express Club. We are all working on blankets to send to those babies. If you guys don't know what Snowball Express is, Snowball Express is a Gary Sinise foundation. He played Lieutenant Dan in Forrest Gump. That's what most people know him as. But he does a lot of charity work with our military members, with our firefighters, our police officers, and our EMTs. And one of his charities takes children of fallen warriors who have fallen since 9/11 to Orlando, to Disney World for an entire week along with their surviving parent, where they don't have to pay for anything. They get flown there, their hotel is paid for, their food is paid for, everything is paid for the entire week while they are there. And one of the things that they get is the children get a handmade blanket, and that portion of the event is led by Project Linus, which is a different charity, but they work together for this. Now, not all Project Linus chapters participate, so you would have to get in touch with your local Project Linus chapter and see if they are participating, see if they've pledged a number of blankets. If something happens and you don't want to ship your blanket to me for whatever reason, that is another option for you, but keep in mind that not all Project Linus chapters actually participate in the Snowball Express. They each have their own agenda and things that are important to them, and charities that may be closer to them that they have already pledged their time and their donations to. So keep that in mind whenever you are going to consult with them. Oh goodness, Kim is here. I can see 64 watching, but only 38 thumbs up. Why? Whew. Thumbs up, people. Anthony Lee, are you saying that I should punch people, or are you hiding your thumbs? Welcome back, Kim. You were missed. And also, you guys, if you want to, I am driving to Dallas for the Dallas Fiber Festival in April. If you already have blankets that are made and you are coming to attend the Dallas Fiber Festival, please bring them with you. That's another way that you can save on shipping. Another way, if you are going to attend the Crochet Guild of America conference in New Orleans, you can bring those blankets with you, and I will bring them back here with me and get them in with our donations going across. There's several different ways that you can get your blankets to us. What are we talking about? Let's see. Somebody asked a question about the Snowball Express that I missed because I was missing. How big did they have to be? I have the updated sizes. Hold on. Hang on. Wait. Go back. Menu. All of this information is on the Snowball Express web page on itscrochetaclock.com. By the way, oh, I need to update that page. Where did my blog post go? Never mind, don't look at that. I need to update that page. 1 year. Hang on. I sent out a blog post. There it is. That was the update from where all the pictures of the kids, well, not all of them, but a bunch of pictures with the kids. It was so awesome to see. Thank you, Dee. I've got it now. Okay, size blankets. They have to be 45 by 60 inches or larger. Last year we were given a little bit of misinformation when we were going through. The children have to be at least 5 years old to attend the event. So that is information that we did not have last year. So 45 by 60 at least is the size that you are going for. There are some do's and some don'ts. Special note though, all of the blankets have to be completely free of odors. So that includes cigarette smoke, pet smells / fur, laundry detergent, and fabric softener. No smells at all. Do make service-specific blankets. The Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, and the Coast Guard. Superhero, Disney, and camouflage, traditional greens and tans, as well as the pink and gray, are highly enjoyed by the children. And what they mean by that is they're talking about the fleece blankets, because we can make several different types of blankets. They accept quilts, they accept crochet, they accept knitted, and they also accept the fleece blankets with the crocheted or knitted edges going around. But those can only be one layer of fleece, whereas normally if you were making a fleece blanket, you would put them back to back and have 2 layers. For the Snowball Express, they can only have 1 layer. So that's what they're talking about for superheroes and Disney, things like that. You can go and you can buy the fleece. Same thing for national sports teams. Entirely crocheted blankets are a huge hit with the children. They do not need to be extremely detailed. Use hypoallergenic yarns such as acrylic or cotton. Don'ts. Do not send blankets that resemble American flags. You guys, I cannot stress this enough, because people don't stop to think. So I like to point this out, even though it's kind of a bummer to point out these children have lost at least one of their parents during war. Our service members, when they come home, flags are draped over their caskets. When they are burying their parent, there are flags draped over their caskets. Flags are presented to their surviving parent or the spouse of the fallen warrior. So flags are not a good thing. I know that it's our first instinct is to make American flags to give to these children, but it's not a good idea in this instance. So just keep that in mind. So you can't use nurturing fibers. Hello, Bethany. Yes, we can use nurturing fibers if you want to. You can use cotton. No baby themes. Again, the youngest child is 5 years old. They say no college teams. For some reason, I don't know why. Like, professional teams are okay, just no college teams. And do not send blankets made from animal fibers. A lot of people have allergies to animal fibers, lots of them. And the worst thing in the world would be for one of these babies to fall in love with a wool blanket that you've made, and then they're on their way home and all of a sudden they break out in hives, and they've chosen your blanket and they only get one, and they find out that they're allergic to it on their way home. So that's just something else to keep in mind. I will update the website now that I have concrete information for the Snowball Express. I will update the link on the website and make sure that all of that information is there for you guys to see, as well as the new address to ship to, because last year we were shipping them to Florida. This year you are not. You are shipping them to me here in New Mexico. The perfume used on nurturing fiber. Oh, right, right. Maybe not. That's a good point. It's a very good point. Yes, fiber floozy, cotton or acrylic. But I would think for me, after, I don't know how many of you guys actually looked at the blog post for the Snowball Express with all of the pictures. There were a lot of kids that gravitated to the fleece blankets that had crocheted edges on them. Hi, that was my dryer. So sorry. There's a lot of blankets that, or a lot of pictures where all these kids were just gravitating towards those fleece blankets. So I think for me this year, I am going to make a couple fleece blankets and then just put a nice crocheted border around them, because fleece is pretty inexpensive. You can get them at Walmart. You can get them, everywhere. And, they'll be quick to make, and we know that the children love them. So that is what my game plan is for this year's Snowball Express. Because all of my serious crocheting time, I have deadlines that I have to meet, and my crochet time has been cut to next to none because I can't crochet at work anymore. So I have to choose smaller projects for myself. Does the perfume wash out quickly from nurturing fibers yarn? Well, I suppose it does. Every now and then I can still get a whiff of the scent, but for me, it's hard to answer that because I have so much nurturing fibers in my house. Like, it's all over my house, and I am constantly working in nurturing fibers yarn. So there's no telling where it's coming from, honestly. Are you putting this information on the Facebook page? I will. Yes, Terry, I will. This week. It will be going up this week. I promise. I have been wanting to make one of those fleece with crochet borders. I will look into that. Yes. They seem to really, really like those. So I'm gonna make a couple of those. Because we can whip out, 3 or 4 rounds of a border super quick around some fleece. I just got to order the tool because I don't have the tool for cutting the holes. I got to make that a priority. Are you? Yes. Come here. Well, that took a long time to get around that round. They look really cute. Never thought to do the fleece with the border. Yeah. They're super quick to do. I mean, I've made them before. I've just, I just haven't, I don't have the tool. I don't know where mine went. I have the tool, just need to find the blade. Amazon. You can order them on Amazon. Yes, Ida, but for those of us that are OCD, like the hole puncher, really, who can get those all in the exact same amount away? I mean, a hole puncher, yes, if you have a hole puncher, you could do that, and you have the ability to make them evenly. I don't. Put a heart for Delbert. Aw. I found the blade at Joann's. Oh, okay. Use a small hole punch. I hear you. There's all kinds of different ways to do it. There is it's a rolling blade, and normally the blade is just a solid blade, but they make a blade that has jumps in it. So you can roll it. You can lay the fleece out and you can roll this blade across, and it will cut the fleece in the exact same intervals going all the way down. Skip blade. Is that what it's called? Kim, you're messing with my emotions. Why are you messing with my emotions? A skip blade. There you go. It's called a skip blade. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on how much you vape and what you vape, and does the smell linger. In my experience, vaping smell doesn't linger like cigarette smoke does. Last Christmas, they did not have enough blankets for the event. Weren't they a few hundred short? Yes, they were. I was very, 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 very saddened to hear they did not have enough. Broke my heart. There was something that I was going to do here. And now I got off on the Snowball Express tangent, and now I cannot remember what I was going to do. Yes, but the skip blade still has too many holes. Does it really? Oh, do I have a tool for you that my friend sent me from Germany? It's an addiction and has a pointed end and a crochet hook on the other called an Addy. Oh, well, I'm glad you're happy, Trinity. That one from Amazon is cheaper than the one at Joann's. We're going to have to look into this. All of us are going to end up. Sounds like a whole bunch of us are going to try and work on some fleece blankets for them babies. My Aunt Jean Ann had to deal with me in November because I knew in November that they didn't have enough blankets for the number of children that were there through my conversations with the with the coordinator in Orlando, because I knew how many children were attending, and then she mentioned the number of blankets that they had, and I went, wait. This is not okay. But yeah, they did not have enough blankets, and I don't want that to happen again. Hello from New Zealand. What are we talking about? We're talking about the Snowball Express. Seriously, what was I doing there? And what is beeping in my house? It's kind of annoying. What was I doing? I completely forgot what I was doing. How? Alright, stop it. Get under here. Come here. Stop it. And under here. Oi. 2, 3. Yeah. What is the Snowball Express? It is a charity here that Gary Sinise heads up that we took part in last year. And we are going to be taking part in it again this year. Good night, Carol. Thank you, Dee, for posting that link. Right here. Hey. Hey, Jen. Sitting using the library Wi-Fi while my kids play. Yes, I am, Jen. Working on a brand new version. Trying to, anyways. Here. Dryer reminder. I don't know. I don't remember turning on the buzzer button. Come on, get over here. That or the microwave. The microwave, I hope the microwave isn't beeping. That would be kind of strange if it was. Because there ain't been nothing out there to do it. Is there a pattern for Yaya's garden? No, there isn't. It's still in the doodle phase. It's still very much in the doodle stage. Oh. There was something else that I wanted to do right there. Oh well. We'll just keep moving along. We only have a half hour left. I'm glad you're back on the computer, right, Dee? You've been on your phone moderating for way too long. Oven or fire alarm beeping? No, I don't think it's a fire alarm beeping. Chain. Go. Single. All right, come here. There we go. Flip, flip, flip. Sit right. Here's smoke detector with a dying battery. No, because I didn't hear it before my dryer went off. Oh, I know what that was. My dryer went off, and then my coffee maker probably turned off because my coffee maker turns off by itself, and I put on hot water for tea about 2 hours ago. It only stays on for 2 hours. Goodbye, Black Ribbon. What did I do? Oh, see, that's not going to work. Nope. How many did I skip over here? What are you? I skipped one. Wait. Is that the one for it? See, I can't even. Nope, I did. I skipped one. There we go. Okay. Man. I'm making a vinyl decal to decorate my sewing machine. It says I drive fast and barefoot. Oh, Kim. You, I don't know what to do with you. Seriously, I don't. Are you a knot? Are you supposed to be there? Are you from one of the many? Nope. Oh, man. Kim is crazy. She's talking about her sewing machine, Anthony. I drive fast and barefoot. I don't, Kim, I don't know what we're gonna do with you. Honest to goodness, I don't. You might not want to poke the bear, right? Kim has a coffee-scented air freshener in her car. Kim is serious about her coffee, guys. Hmm. Oh, freaky. Oh, freaky. You guys are, all of you guys are getting out of control. Seriously. He is digging himself a grave, isn't he? I'm not touching it. I'm not touching the situation. I'm just gonna let my moderator do her work. Kim can be ruthless, I'm telling you. She hits that ban button. For crochet top dish towels too. Yes, lots of people do use that exact same method for dish towels. Oh, come on. Crochet for a minute and have no clue what I missed. We'll have to watch the replay. Were you counting, Nana? We won't stand in Kim's way, right? Who would? Certainly not me. Not when she's on a mission. Get up. Get under there. I never stand, so I'm good. Well, I suppose that's a good thing, Freaky. Now, I know that there's 2 stitches between these. I know that there is. The breast revenge is the one that he won't see coming. Oh, Lord, she's plotting. I'm telling you, 6 months from now, all of a sudden, Anthony's going to get whacked with something. She's going to be like, remember when? Can't you punch holes with your hook as you go? I've not tried it yet. No, I mean, unless you've got a really sharp hook, I don't see how you could do that, Cindy. So Kim was late for work. No, Kim wasn't late for work. She was here. She was just very quiet. She was here. She was listening. She was taking notes. Believe me, she's always taking notes. Oh, I think that's why I've never done it, because I don't know how. Yeah, you gotta, you have to use, like they said, a hole punch, something like that that's sharp to punch the holes. Is that not looking right? We will fix it. No one has mentioned Tim Tams yet. I thought we were well behaved. We are very well behaved. Come here. Cookie time. Yay, cookie time. We have 25 minutes left. We did well. On my third cup of chai latte, it may be a late night. Right? You need to stop. You're never going to go to sleep. Mercy. Wait, what's tomorrow? Well, I mean, you don't got to work tomorrow, so there's that. You can also sew along the edge using a blanket stitch or similar and then crochet into the top loops of the stitching. That's a good idea too. My salted caramel Tim Tams are so good. Ugh. Has anybody tried the new strawberry cream Tim Tams? I mean, Aussies? I need somebody to talk to me. I need somebody to talk about this situation. I need to know about the strawberry cream Tim Tams because I love strawberries. I love Tim Tams. I need to know about them. Tomorrow is Davy duty. Yeah, you need to go and drink some water, Aunt Jean Ann. You're going to be up all night long. Hello, Steely. Tomorrow is Mardi Gras. Eat pancakes. You don't need to know. Who doesn't need to know? This is why I suggest the new Addie Thing Duo. What is this Addie Thing Duo? Somebody needs to find this for me. No, not yet. Hubby hasn't brought them home for me. Ugh. Sorry I digress. You can use the hook on certain materials, but it can be extremely difficult for thicker materials. I will see if there are strawberry Tim Tams tomorrow at the supermarket. Yeah, I need reviews on this whole thing. What is it? Addie Duo. I'm looking. Shopping, maybe. You have some on their way to you. Oh, Kim, I love you so much. Yay, I'm gonna get to try the strawberry Tim Tams. I'm super excited. I am not finding this tool that you were talking about. I see all kinds of Addie tools, but none. Maybe if you find it, you can post it in the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group so we can all see it later. Stop it. Seriously? I need to try them. They sound amazing. They do sound amazing. They look amazing. I want to try all the new flavors, right? Uh-oh. Ida found it. Ida, can you plunk that to me in moderator chat? Pretty please. I hope my coworker from NOLA brings me a king's cake. Ooh, king's cake. Thank you, Ida. Going to go look at this snazzy tool. See, while I could see how that could work for somebody, absolutely could work for somebody, Probably wouldn't work for thicker fabrics, and if you're like me and you have no sense of distance, it probably wouldn't work for me because I have to have to have it mapped out for me, or my holes will be all over the place and crazy. Thank you for sharing that, Ida. I can see myself stabbing. Yeah, I probably would. We'll figure it out somehow. We'll figure it out. I'm in Pensacola, Florida. We have king cakes everywhere right now. Oh, king cakes. OCD would come into play for me. That's my issue, D. Is I don't feel confident enough in myself to get them all the same distance apart and all of that. We must be twins. I love my skip blade. I don't know where mine went. Honest to goodness. I had one, and I just don't know where it went. So I'm going to have to buy another one. Ain't that the way it goes? If it's not ordered in straight, I would go nuts. Exactly. King cake is a New Orleans thing for Mardi Gras. Sewing machine, longest stitch length. Stick a thick needle in, no thread. Look at Kim. Will you look at Kim over there just bossing it out like the boss lady? That is a fabulous idea. That is a really fabulous idea, Kim. I've done a blanket stitch around flannel and then added the crochet border. It might work with fleece. Well, the flannel, fleece, yeah, it should work just fine. It's very yummy, Sally. The king cake is like a big flat donut with icing. And there's always a baby inside. That's true. There is always a baby inside. A little plastic baby. Not a real baby. Don't nobody freak out. Hello, Ruth. Sounds like I need to find a king cake. Yes, you do. They are yummy. Very, very, very yummy. Hello, Teresa. Welcome. Oi, come on. Oh my goodness, almost finished. Almost finished. The baby is for good luck, yes. Isn't it the person that finds the baby? It's good luck for that person. Well, that sounds cruel with a baby. It's a little plastic baby. Never had a king cake? Really, you guys? Oof. There's a reason why they're only big on Mardi Gras. Because if you eat part of one, you won't need another one for a whole other year. They're yummy. Carrie said a king cake is a cross between coffee cake and a French pastry. The baby inside is the baby Jesus, and whoever gets it in their piece of cake is blessed for the next year. Well, I don't know about you, but I'm blessed every day, all year. I'm just going to take my blessings. They're mine. Hello, naughty little skein. Thank you, thank you, thank you for the super chat. It's very kind of you. Just got back from knitting with my friends. Thank you. I'm doodling. Never heard of king cakes until I moved to Texas. Most people haven't unless they've been close to New Orleans. Most people haven't heard of them. It's a New Orleans thing. Hello, Beverly. Come here. Get in. No, no. Right there. Thank you. Have to get myself a recipe for a king cake. Come. You're supposed to be right there. I think you should be able to get everything needed to make one in New Zealand. I can't think of any strange ingredient, you know, to you guys that's in it that you wouldn't be able to get in New Zealand. Yeah, people do stand in line for king cakes. Thank you, Teresa. They're some of my favorites too. I tend to gravitate to these colors. Thank you, Beverly. I'm glad you said that because it's the new Yaya's Garden, because I frogged Yaya's Garden last night. So I'm glad that you said that. Come here. Get over there. Yeah. It's already too big to fit into the frame. How about that? My Walmart has a king cake. Lord, they selling king cakes in the Walmart? I'm starting to get cold. I'm starting to get really cold. My hands are starting to hurt. What is normal in our grocery store isn't always normal down under. Well, I mean, like, we don't... I mean, what's in a king cake? Let's see. Let's do this. King cake. Oh, well, first I gotta spell it right. Although, you do make a good point, Ida. You do. Alright. First off, I don't know what you're trying to pass off as a king cake, but that ain't no king cake. Let me go look at this picture. That looks like a king cake. Okay, alright. Where are the ingredients? Yes, I know we've got 17 pages of story. I just want the ingredients. Dry yeast, water, warm milk, granulated sugar, unsalted butter, eggs, table salt, cinnamon or cardamom, nutmeg, almond extract, lemon zest, orange zest, all-purpose flour, chopped candied citron, 1/2 cup of chopped mixed candied fruit, or 1/2 cup of golden raisins, egg wash. The cinnamon filling ingredients is light brown sugar, all-purpose flour, ground cinnamon, a pinch of salt, slightly toasted pecans, unsalted butter, 1 pecan half, a large bean, or another token, that's the baby. And then the icings is confectioner sugar, which is powdered sugar, unsalted butter, vanilla extract, milk, buttermilk, fresh lemon, or warm water. A few drops gold food coloring, a few drops green food coloring, and a few drops purple food coloring. That's everything that's in it. That's all normal, right? You guys got all of that stuff way over there in Kiwi land. Yeah, no actual fruit in king cake. I've had lots of king cakes with fruit in them that I've eaten in New Orleans. Like raisins, like she said, raisins and pecans. Yeah. Except for the candy stuff, it sounds like I can get all of that. Yeah, I think you can. You can make your own candied lemon. You can. That's super easy to make. The king cake I ate a few years ago was not that. I was underwhelmed. Well, not all king cakes are created equally. You need to know that. They're not. Like, I would not trust a king cake from the Walmart, if I'm being completely honest. I just wouldn't. I would not trust the king cake to be decent. Well, the king cake is, it's kind of like, like banana bread. Some people put walnuts in their banana bread. Some people don't like nuts in their banana bread, so they don't. It's just that there's all kinds of different ways to make them. A great big cinnamon roll with fruit and nuts iced to within an inch of its life. That is a very, very, except for the king cake, you think cinnamon roll and you think like the spiral, the standard spiral of a cinnamon roll. But king cakes are normally, the dough is normally braided from what I have seen in my experience. So it's kind of like a pull away thing. It's not like a big huge cinnamon roll where you would slice it. It's braided, so you just pull apart and all of the yummy stuff is in the center. Mm-hmm. Remember the hole in the middle, like bunt cakes. It's a bunt. Ruth, he knows what a pecan is. He's just messing with me because he says that it's a pecan. People poke fun at me about how I say pecan, but that's fine. You don't have to say it. Sometimes you feel like a nut and sometimes you don't. Exactly. Walmart uses coffee cake for those. It's not a king cake. See, that's what I'm saying. You can't trust. You can't trust. And like recipes pass down through families and things change whenever they're passing down through the generations. My nanny, everybody loved her cornbread dressing, and she taught my younger brother Charles how to make it, and then Charles moved away, and then the burden got put on me when my nanny got to an age where she couldn't stand in the kitchen anymore to do family dinner. So the burden got passed over to me to make it. And I was on the phone with him because I did not want to go to my nanny and ask my nanny how to make it. So I was on the phone with him, and he told me everything that went in it and the general process of how it went through. And I accidentally thought that she put mushrooms in her cornbread dressing. So that's how I made cornbread dressing. And I was mortified when I got over there and everybody was eating it and everybody was loving it, and they were like, "Oh, we've never had it with mushrooms before." I'm like, "What are you talking about? I was told that mushrooms always go in it." No. So I don't know if I accidentally did that or if my little brother was trying to sabotage me. But it turned out that everybody that ate it actually liked it better with mushrooms. So now, whenever I make my cornbread dressing, when I'm sauteing all of my vegetables, I put in mushrooms. So it's the same thing with king cakes. You know, maybe they don't all have raisins in them, or pecans, or walnuts, but, you know, they just make them different. Y'all say pecan different because you don't live where they are grown. Well, yeah, well, big old farms. That's true. We do have a big old pecan farm over here. I mean, it's not big old compared to what our big old is, but yeah. Publix, however, you can trust with cakes of any types. Tracy, Lord, I miss me some Publix. Do you know that I have been dying for like 3 months for a Publix sub sandwich? I have been dying. I mean, dreaming about a roast beef sandwich from Publix. It is killing me. It is killing me. And I think that like the nearest Publix is a gazillion miles away from me. And I want it so bad, Tracy. So, so very bad. I say pecan the way you do, Stephanie. See? There's a pecan farm near me. They have a little pecan farm over here by me. I laughed at it the first time I saw it. I think it's between Lubbock, Texas, and where I live. And every time I go to the airport, I would drive past it. And to me, if I can see the end of the row of trees, then you're just a hobbyist. And you're just planting pecan trees in your yard. But they call it a pecan farm. And I'm like, I can see the end of those trees. I mean, look, poof, look, I blink and I passed it. That's not a pecan farm. That's not a pecan farm. Let's see. Pub subs. Oh, pub subs. See, I just got the shivers thinking about pub subs. Oh, I love them so much. The last time I had a pub sub was the last time I went home to go visit my Aunt Jean Ann. So that was it 2 years ago? Over 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago? The last time I went to go visit my Aunt Jean Ann, that was the last time I had a pub sub. It was the first thing, no, it was the second thing that I got because they took me straight to the Lord's Chicken when I got there. If you have never experienced a pub sub, you haven't lived. Public shame Subway. Yes, it does. Oh, the pub sub. That's good stuff. I think Chick-fil-A is closer to you than Publix. I think you're right, Sue. Oh, it is time to go. Look at you guys. See, you get me all excited. Now I'm thinking about pub subs. And I completely missed. Did you guys give me a warning beforehand that I completely missed my cue on? I wish I could find that bread or something that was close to that bread. I'm going to have to go to the store. I had plans. I had plans. Size matters. It does. It does. And that's a little bitty little pecan farm. Yeah, never had a pub sub. If you have a Publix near you, you should go and in the deli section, you should go and check out their sandwiches. Seriously. I love you, Aunt Jean Ann. Okay, guys, it's time to go. We have to go. Seriously. We have to go. Where's my thingy? There's my thingy. I had a great time tonight, you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for not yelling at me for frogging Yaya's hugs. I'm glad that you guys are liking the reboot of it. We will see if I can work on it any more during the week and play with it. The pub sub kind of derailed me. I was going to leave straight from here and go right to the couch and start writing down instructions. But now I have to go to the grocery store because now I need to try and find something that is going to be pub sub like. But I don't know how that's going to work. But I'm going to try, okay? I'm really, really going to try about this. I will see you guys next week. If you're not part of the It's Crochet O'Clock Facebook group, you should join that to continue on with the shenanigans all week long. Until next week, bye guys.